I told you guys I've now been in a calorie surplus with the goal of gaining muscle. And remember, in order to gain muscle, you gotta let the body recover as well, especially when you're training natural.
I know you see it when it's too hard to believe in, cause you're witnessing the closest people leaving.
Good morning, YouTube. Today I'm going to be bringing to you a very requested video lately. Good morning, YouTube. Today we're going to be bringing you a very requested video lately. It's going to be a full day of eating, full day in the life. It is 6:30 a.m. on a Tuesday. First thing I do every morning, I wake up, drink about 16 ounces of water. On that last sip of water, take my shot of apple cider vinegar. Within 10 minutes, I'm going to the bathroom, feed my dog, get his breakfast ready. He eats. As soon as he's done eating, we take our morning walk. We're usually out for about anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes, depending on the weather and how long he wants to walk for. So still haven't eaten anything yet. Drank 16 ounces of water, shot apple cider vinegar. Did a weigh-in this morning. Listen guys, so I've been upping my calories as of late, almost a little bit over maintenance and a slight surplus. As you guys know, I was on a cut for a few months, which I got down to a low end of 2,600 calories. I stopped cutting around mid-June. I let my calories stay at 2,600 for a few weeks. Then I slowly started to increase them up back towards maintenance, which is 3,000 calories. And over the last 2 weeks, we've been slowly trying to increase them over maintenance to put some size back on. Remember, I've been doing a lot of high volume training, a lot of reps and sets, not so much heavy weighted stuff. And the burn when you're doing that high volume intensity stuff is obviously gonna be a lot higher. So the workouts, I'm putting out a lot more output of energy. So in order to supply and replenish from that, I have to increase the calories, especially now that I want to put some size back on while trying to maintain as much lean body mass as possible and not put on any fat mass. So, when I weighed in this morning, I was about 157 pounds, rather light. Remember guys, not easy for me to put on weight. I went to bed last night at 161, so 4-pound difference from night to morning. So it's the morning now. I'll give you a weigh-in at the end of the day today, see what we're sitting at after I eat all my meals. We're gonna aim for around 3,100, maybe 3,200 calories today, depending how much we do. So we're gonna finish our walk, wherever this guy went. He's he's trying to walk me right now, and I will see you guys at meal one, breakfast. All right, guys, we are back in the kitchen. You guys saw, we just finished the morning walk with the dog, just prepped my breakfast. So I have something new and special to show you guys as of late, and like I mentioned earlier, I'm slightly increasing my calories lately into being a slight surplus, right? So I like to get in a decent amount of calories in the morning, sufficient amount of protein. Why? Just so I don't have to stuff in 1,000 calories at night in snacks, right? I love to do it just because I love to have a sweet. I do have a sweet tooth, and I love to be able to eat 1,000 calories worth of sweets, my version of sweets, in the evening. But sometimes it causes a little bloating. It keeps me up at night. So trying to get the majority of the calories in before I get to snack time in the evening. So what we got here today, nothing you guys haven't seen before except something new. It might be trending now, but you guys cannot negate the benefits of this. So as of late, guys, well actually it's the first time I'm trying it, second day in a row trying it. Got myself some raw grass-fed beef liver. Same company I get my grass-fed raw milk from, uttermilk.com. If you guys are in the New York tri-state area, check them out. So what we have here in this bowl right here, we have 1.5 ounces of raw beef liver. I cut it all up. I sprinkled some salt on it, and just like the man himself, Liver King, what we're gonna do, we're gonna put some maple syrup on top. So I tried this yesterday, but I cooked the liver, right? I was nervous to eat it raw, but my two boys also got it raw, and one of them did it yesterday, no problem. And I also contacted a few of my friends that I know eat primal style, where they eat raw meat and organs, and they said, listen, raw, it's a lot easier to take down. So we're gonna start with the liver today. Then we have full fat whole milk yogurt topped with 1 cup of blueberries. I have 3 whole eggs, half of a gluten-free bagel. Top the bagel with Kerrygold butter. So 1 full serving of Kerrygold butter, half went in the pan to fry the eggs, half on top of the bagel. And then we're gonna end it with an orange. So a nice mix of breakfast for you getting your proteins, your carbs, and fats. I already track it before I eat, so I'll tell you guys what the macros are for this meal. And we are looking at 591 calories. We have 48 grams of carbs. Carbs are coming from the bagel, blueberries, trace amount of carbs in the yogurt, the orange. I didn't track the maple syrup. I will though. So it's probably gonna put me around like 620 calories. We got 30 grams of fat. Liver is very lean, guys. Fat predominantly coming from the butter, yogurt, and the eggs again. And we have 33 grams of protein. Perfect way to start the day. I got clients this morning. So it's 7 a.m. I'll train around 12:30. So I'll have this meal, one more meal. See you at meal number 2. Let's go. As a matter of fact, I'm going to show you guys me eating this liver raw. I'm going to do it my way. Oh, way better. Okay, so I could just swallow it, right? But remember, digestion starts in the mouth when you start to chew on the food. So I try to get a few bites in so I could get those enzymes, the saliva, help break it down. Wasn't too bad, to be honest. Put a ton of salt, maple syrup. Alright, got a little bit left. Not going to film the rest of me eating it. Put this meal down, see you at meal number 2. Alright guys, so meal number 2, which is the pre-workout meal. I'm going to tell you this right now. To be honest, I'm not even too sure if I'm actually going to work out today. I have another client to train at 11:30. It's 10:24 a.m. I just finished training my morning clients. You guys saw the breakfast that I had this morning. And just a quick update. I actually miscalculated the macros on that meal. I told you it was only 590 calories. It was actually 801 calories because I didn't track the yogurt with the blueberries. So total macros for the breakfast meal, which is the only thing I ate so far today, are we have 74 grams of carbs, 38 grams of fat, and 41 grams of protein before we get into this meal. So this is the pre-workout meal. I don't know if I'm going to train today. Like I said, guys, I'm in a surplus of calories now with a goal of putting on muscle. Remember, recovery is extremely important. You're going to grow when you're resting, right? So, but I'm going to make my pre-workout smoothie regardless because I want the calories anyways. So, what we're going to do is 60 grams of gluten-free rolled oats. We're going to do 140 grams of mixed berries, 1 banana, 8 ounces of almond milk, and 1 scoop, which is half a serving of these collagen peptides. Pre-workout meal, which is predominantly high in carbs, very low in fat, moderate protein. I don't need to load up on protein pre-workout. I still have plenty of protein from meal number 1. And you want carbs in the system, something that's going to be slow digesting to fuel you through the workout, which you're going to hit in a few hours if I'm going to hit it. So it's 10:30. I have a client at 11:30 to 12:30. So if I train, it's going to be around 12:30 this afternoon. But we shall see. I will see you guys at the post-workout meal. Regardless if I train or not, I'll see you at the next meal. Let's go. Alright, so pre-workout smoothie. Like I said, unsure if I'm actually going to train today. But just because, like I said, I want to be in a surplus of calories now in order to promote muscle growth. Over the last couple months and weeks when I was in that calorie deficit, remember, you look bigger when you're leaner because that's when the muscles start to pop out. That's when you get more defined. My goal now is to maintain as much lean body mass as possible while increasing muscle mass throughout this bulk period. So I'm going to do it slowly like I do every year. I'm actually going to try to be a little more aggressive with it this year and get into a higher calorie level. So last year, the highest I got to was 3,700. I'm going to try to push it to 4,000. The reason why I started the bulk of calories so early. Typically, I won't start until September, October. Now I started in August. I'm in a surplus of calories come August 1st. So, pre-workout smoothie, and again, the reason why I love drinking the smoothie now, pre-workout, it's super hot in New York. I don't want to cook oatmeal. I really don't want to eat anything hot. I enjoy something cooling. I've been in the park all morning training clients, walking my dog. So it's more enjoyable for me to sip on a smoothie. Very easy to digest, and I don't need as much time after the smoothie if I want to work out, right? I could drink this and I could probably go hit a workout within about 30 to 45 minutes if I don't feel like waiting 60 to 90 minutes like I typically do. So I got one client to train after this, and then I'll decide if I'm going to work out. If I do, you'll see my workout. If not, you'll see me post-workout.
Let's go. What's going on, YouTube? So we're here in the park today. As you guys know, this is a full day of eating and training, and like I mentioned at the pre-workout meal, I wasn't sure if I was actually going to train today. I told you guys I've now been in a calorie surplus with the goal of gaining muscle. And remember, in order to gain muscle, you got to let the body recover as well. Especially when you're training natural, you can't overdo it. That's going to lead you into overtraining. So what I'm going to do today is what I've talked about in the past, one of my bodyweight trigger sessions, where I'm just practicing some skill movements, where I'm doing some handstand holds. I'll do some push-up repetitions just to promote some blood flow to the muscles. Maybe a few muscle-ups just to keep the movements fresh. And again, everything on a trigger session day is not meant to fatigue me. It's more recuperative, more for recovery purposes. Remember, if you're just inactive on an off day, it could actually dampen your recovery, right? It can make you stay sore and more tired for longer periods of time. Movement is medicine. So just promoting blood flow and oxygen to the body, going through the movements that you're used to training in a lesser intensity, excellent way to promote healing and recovery. So it's going to be a light trigger session for me today. Let's get it.
None of y'all stopping me, no need to ask. Chopping trees, planting seeds, plotting schemes, crossing I's, dotting T's. Lines are blurred, I cannot see. Before I die, I'm top 3. Before I die, I'm top 3. Before I die, look, this is the moment I waited. I took all my options and weighed them. This is an obstacle course, but the losses are fatal. I still put my cards on the table. This is the march for the people who waited. I basically started a label and told myself I'm the greatest. Get in my way, it's a problem, there's no other way I can say it. Taking your favorite rappers and making a list. Wiping my ass when I'm taking a shit. You think you're the GOAT? I am an eagle. I take him and drop his ass off of the cliff. Off of the rip, off of the strength. You shooting your shot, but you shooting off blanks. Clip has been loaded, I don't sugarcoat it. I'm taking their bodies and building a fence. Making a super what's left. Wearing my suits with a vest. They told me shoot for the chest, but I went for the head and instead caught him somewhere in the neck. I gotta call and collect. There is a cause and effect. Taking my loss with respect, cause I know when I win, they gon' see me as a threat. I'm talking from east to the west. I say I'm the greatest, but I ain't the greatest. A lot of these rappers are great, but I step on the court, calling my shot, letting them know that I'm here to stay. No, I don't play, they seen it came, not anymore, I don't waste it away. Too much of my time, cause I've been afraid, but I'm not afraid, today is the day. Look, this is the moment I waited, I already stated, I'll say it again. I don't have.
Alright guys, we are back home after training our clients, after getting in our trigger session workout today, which you guys saw. I just did a few static handstand holds, a few sets of front levers, a few sets of muscle ups, some push-up holds. Again, nothing too strenuous, just broke a slight sweat and I wasn't keeping the intensity high at all. I did one exercise, rested a good 3-4 minutes, went to do another exercise. Again, this is just to promote blood flow and healing to the body. On the way home, I was in a rush, and like always, I was hungry. I actually drank my post-workout shake, which I have all the time, whether it's a training session or a trigger session. The only time I don't have it is if it's a complete off day. I don't take any whey protein after an off day for no reason. I just would have it in my pre-workout smoothie instead. But post-workout, guys, listen, you guys have heard this before, the anabolic window. Many people say it's not very important. But I'm going to say this, remember, after you train a specific muscle group or train in general, break down muscles, your body and your muscles in general are hypersensitive to intake nutrients. And the nutrients that your muscles want post-workout are protein and carbohydrates, right? Remember, carbohydrates replenish the stored energy, meaning the glycogen that gets stored in the muscle and broken down during the workout. And the protein goes to repairing and rebuilding bigger and stronger muscles in your recovery period. And like I said, you're hypersensitive. That means your body is going to suck these nutrients up. The second you drink that protein shake post-workout, whether it's just whey protein or whether it has protein and carbohydrates in it, which sometimes I have, you're going to get an insulin spike. And remember, insulin is an anabolic hormone. Insulin is also a storage hormone. That means it shuttles things, it stores things in the body. If there's no reason for insulin to store nutrients in the muscle, it'll store them in the fat cells and the liver and throughout the body where it doesn't need it. And that's how you get fatter. But like I said, post-workout, you're hypersensitive to intake all these nutrients. And the insulin spike that you're going to get from whey protein alone, and then combination that you're going to get with whey protein and carbohydrates, it's going to spike the insulin. That insulin is going to take those nutrients right away and shuttle them right to the muscles that were just depleted. So your body is hypersensitive and it's very primed and ready to take in those nutrients post-workout. So I like to get in that protein shake literally within 20 minutes of me finishing the workout. I drink it on my ride home. That's why you don't see me drinking it here, right? Drank it in the car ride home. Now I'm just showing the ingredients. So 1 scoop of Muscle Feast grass-fed white isolate. Listen, best protein you guys are going to come across. Not a vegan source, so it's going to have the complete, full amino acid spectrum in the right amounts, right? It's going to have high leucine content. Grass-fed, always coming from good sources. Creatine, glutamine in the post-workout shake. Muscle Feast. Listen, this company finally sponsored me. I've had the link in the description, link to my Amazon account for years now. They finally got in touch with me, offered me a discount code that I could share with my subscribers, my followers. Use the code ElvisGets10 at checkout to save yourself 10% off any product from musclefeast.com. Link will be in the description. And intra-workout, guys, as you guys know I talked about in the past, especially if you're training in the heat, it's very important to hydrate yourself, right? Electrolytes get rapidly depleted when you're sweating profusely, especially when it's hot out, right? Sodium, magnesium, potassium. So Muscle Feast, again, they have a really good electrolyte blend, unflavored. Put it right in my water with my aminos. So during the workout, I sip on the electrolytes and the aminos. Post-workout, whey protein isolate, grass-fed like always. Glutamine, creatine, just mixed in water. I got that down within 20 minutes of finishing the workout. Then I'm going to have my post-workout meal in about probably 45 minutes from now. It's 2:30. So I'll start preparing it around 3 o'clock. And like I showed you this in the last video, I'm still using the Mega Fit meals just for convenience and because they're super macro friendly, really good ingredients, quality ingredients. They use all grass-fed beef, good quality chicken, all their meats, and it's simple, easy to digest meals. So what I have here is one of their Mega Fit custom meals. I have no affiliation with this company yet. Hopefully they'll sponsor me too. And this is just a custom meal that I designed myself. 6 ounces of grilled chicken, 175 grams of white rice. Simple, post-workout, easy to digest, carbohydrates and protein, very low on the fat. So in about 45 minutes, I'll start preparing this. I'll show you guys when it's finished. Post-workout shake, remember, whey isolate, glutamine, creatine. Musclefeast.com. Use the code ElvisGets10 at checkout to save yourself some money. Let's get it. And so here's the post-workout meal. Again, half eaten, guys. I'm sorry, I was hungry. But like I mentioned, it was just 200 grams of white rice cooked, 6 ounces of grilled chicken, and there's some mixed vegetables in there. We got some squash, some zucchini. And I threw a little bit of honey on top with some hot sauce just to, give it a little bit of flavor. And this is the post-workout meal. You guys saw it was more of a trigger session today. We didn't really break down too much muscle. Alright guys, back in the kitchen. It is just about dinner time. So, what we're having for dinner, another one of our Mega Fit meals. I ripped the cover off already just because I'm hungry, can't wait to cook it. But we are having Angus steak and Brussels sprouts. Lower carb dinner now. Remember, I didn't really train today. All I did was that trigger session. So I had no reason to replenish and carb up today, right? Not much muscle was broken down. So I had that post-workout meal with the chicken and rice. And now as the day goes on, I'm going to taper my carbs off and increase the fats. So typically on a hard training day, I'm eating a lot higher carbs and a lot lower fats in my diet. Just because I feel like as of late, even when I was on my cut, keeping a higher carb-based diet predominantly throughout the week, I've been able to maintain a lot more muscle fullness and size as opposed to in the past, every time I cut down, I typically like to go low carb and higher fat all the time, right? It works, but again, the muscles end up looking flatter throughout the workouts, and you start not feeling and performing as best as you can. So being on this higher carb-based diet predominantly has definitely helped me maintain more of a aesthetic physique, more full muscle shape, and help me perform better in my workouts. But like I said, I didn't really train today, so no need to continue on carbing up throughout the day. So we're going to have this Angus steak and Brussels sprout meal. And I'm just going to melt on top one serving of this shredded mozzarella cheese from Whole Foods, just to increase the fat content slightly. So by the end of the day, the calories today, it's going to be predominantly fat-based. It's going to be higher protein than normal and lower carbs. On a high carb day, on a training day, typically I'm having between 300 and 400 grams of carbs depending on the training session, and my fats stay under 100 grams, typically between 80 and 100 grams depending on how many calories I eat for the day. Protein on a training day stays between about 180 to 200 grams. On an off day, I typically tend to increase a little bit, one, to help recovery, and because I'm eating less carbohydrates, so I got to increase the fats and the protein as well. So still going to be falling between that 3,000 and around 3,150 calories by the end of the day. We'll see what it all adds up to. So I'm going to heat this meal up now, And just because, again, these Mega Fit meals make my life a lot easier, so I order 20 meals at a time. They last me just about 2 weeks. So, see you when it's ready. Alright guys, so the meal is done. Hope you guys can see that. What we have, like I said, is a Mega Fit meal, Angus steak and Brussels sprouts. What I did was I melted on top 1 ounce, 28 grams of low moisture parched skim milk mozzarella cheese that I get in Whole Foods. That was just to add a little more calories, a little more fat to the meal. Again, low carb meal here, just Brussels sprouts, only carb source. Carbs are not needed. So the macros on this meal, it's 430 calories. We have 21 grams of fat, 9 grams of carbs from the Brussels sprouts, and 50 grams of protein. That is not including the mozzarella cheese. Mozzarella cheese is going to give me another 80 calories. Let me just show you guys. So this is what I melted on top. 80 calories. And this is 5 grams of fat, 8 grams of protein, only 1 gram of carb from the cheese. So this is dinner. This leaves us so far for the day at about 2,400 calories, so we have a little over 500 calories to go, guys. One more meal, it's going to be our snack. Told you, trying to limit the amount of calories I eat at snack time or dessert time. So one more meal after this. That's my sweet tooth meal. Put this down, let's get it. Alright guys, back for the final meal of the day, my dessert. Like always, you know, I like to have something sweet at the end of the night. So today I'm going to be making my own little homemade granola bowl, or whatever you want to call it, right? Simple ingredients. I have half of a very dark chocolate bar. This is 97% dark chocolate. 95% dark chocolate. I'm sorry, only 2 grams of sugar in this bar. This is a Wicked bar by Taza. Taza chocolate, Wicked dark with toasted coconut. I got some strawberries in my sea moss container. Listen, get yourself some sea moss. You're going to end up with some nice glass mason jars to store all your fruit in. So we got strawberries, dark chocolate, almond butter, and I have this coconut whipped topping, coconut whipped cream, only 10 calories per serving. I'm going to make this into a nice little bowl. I'm going to drizzle the almond butter on top of everything. So I'm going to chop up these strawberries. I'm going to chop up this chocolate bar, put it in a bowl, drizzle it with almond butter, top it with some whipped cream. I'm going to drink some almond coconut milk on the side. And like always, guys, you know I'm very big on taking some digestive enzymes. Biooptimizers, mass-zymes. If you guys eat a high-protein diet, which I definitely recommend most people do if your goal is to build muscle or preserve muscle, whatever, I definitely recommend supplementing with digestive enzymes. And this company, Biooptimizer, mass-zymes, make one of the best digestive enzymes you could use. They're tailored for the person that's looking to put on muscle. They also have a lot of other benefits, healing benefits. It comes with a whole bunch of information when you get yourself a bottle. So check them out, mass-zymes. I'll put a link in the description as well. You can use my code to save you some money also. So, final meal of the day. Let me make this up, make it look nice. I'll show you what it looks like. Alright guys, my impatient ass couldn't wait to eat it. But this is basically what it was. A big bowl of mush. It looked really nice before I got into it. But that's chopped up strawberries, chocolate, have the whipped cream on top, drizzled almond butter, and I'm going to drink some of that coconut almond milk on the side right now. Last meal of the day, guys. I'm going to step onto the scale action a little bit, show you guys a weigh-in update. Natural lighting right here. So, last meal. Puts my macros at for the day. Let's see, guys.
So for the day, we ended at 3,041 calories, a very slight surplus. Remember, it was an off day. 281 grams of carbs, 117 grams of fat, and 218 grams of protein.
Alright, so you guys just saw the weigh-in. Last weigh-in of the day. Like I was saying, the goal is for me to maintain as much weight as possible now from the evening weigh-in until the morning weigh-in. This morning I woke up 157, going to bed at 160. Tomorrow if I wake up 157 again, I clearly didn't eat enough calories today to start putting on muscle. So ideally tomorrow I want to see the scale close to that 158, 159 number. And again, today was an off day. I didn't hit that 3150. The calories ended today at 3,000 and change. But like I said, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. A lot more to come. You got any questions, leave in the comment section. Like always, guys, peace out. BARNATURALS.
They all love to talk, you know they do that shit the most. Think you on my level, boy, but you ain't even close.